Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here. Now our first story of today comes from the YouTuber Dream. Now for those of you who don't know, Dream is one of, if not the largest gaming creator on YouTube. He has over 20 million subscribers and he's well known for his Minecraft videos where he'll compete with his friends, and a lot of these are just really entertaining videos. People love his content and he has a ton of fans, and a lot of these guys are super fans. They love his videos so much, people call them stans. And Dream is also very well known for his speedruns where he'll try to actually speedrun some of the fastest times in beating Minecraft ever, and there has been multiple times where Dream has held the world record for having one of the fastest speedruns in the world on the new Minecraft patch. But last year, Dream got into a lot of controversy because the official Minecraft moderation team came out and they made a video claiming that Dream was literally cheating during his top speedruns on his stream. And what these Minecraft moderators did is they analyzed Dream's live streams where he was speedrunning Minecraft, and they found out that during 6 of his streams, he was getting insane luck with his piglin trades. There were also other things in these streams that were very suspicious, one of these being the blaze rods that kept getting dropped. I mean, the odds on this were just absolutely insane. No one had ever seen something like this happen before, and the moderation team did their own calculations on the odds of Dream getting all this luck during his speedrun, and they found out that there is a 1 in 7.5 trillion chance of Dream actually getting this much good loot during these speedruns. It was just not possible, okay? And this video completely blew up. This turned into one of the biggest gaming controversies of 2020, and you had a lot of creators actually coming out and speaking against Dream, saying that he needs to admit that he was cheating. But instead of Dream admitting to cheating, he tried to refute these allegations, and he even went after the mod team on Twitter. He was going after all of them on social media because he was saying here that what they're doing is messed up and that he's being unfairly portrayed. And Dream even went so far as to hire a Harvard professor to reevaluate the moderator's analysis. And Dream posted his own response with this professor's paper, and this professor claims here that the odds are not 1 in 7.5 trillion. Apparently they're only 1 in 100 million. But the response that Dream had posted got a ton of backlash. You had a lot of people saying here that Dream definitely still did cheat and that the professor did not make it clear that Dream wasn't cheating. And you even had many YouTubers calling out this professor's credentials, and it even had come out that this professor was from some random website that had just started a few months prior, and people were not really sure how legitimate this website was. And a few months later, Dream himself decided to remove this response video from his channel. So at this point, people really didn't know what to think about the situation. You had many people saying that Dream still completely cheated here, but a lot of Dream's hardcore fans were sticking by him and saying here that he did not cheat, especially because Dream himself was saying he didn't cheat. Well, late last night, Dream addressed this whole situation again, and it looks like he is finally revealing the entire truth about this situation. Dream posted an entire essay on Pastebin about this, and he goes into detail about what happened during this whole situation, and he says here, I feel like this is something important to talk about. I've been very withheld for a while about it all and just decided that it'd probably be best to just let it out so I can feel relaxed a little bit more, I guess. This will be a very long read, I'm sure. I'm writing this in my bath at 4 a.m. on my phone, so forgive any mistakes or confusing bits. So Dream goes on to explain how he had done these speedruns and how people were getting suspicious about this, and he says that he was confused himself with some of the odds during these speedruns, and he even thought it was a glitch or something. Dream even goes so far as to say that he contacted a Mojang developer to see if anything was wrong here and if there was some type of bug or glitch during his speedruns. Now Dream goes on to explain what happened after he got exposed, and he continues to bring home the fact that he was not intentionally cheating. He claims here that he didn't know himself that he was cheating. He had no idea, and that he was continuing to try to refute these claims because he did not think he cheated at all. He says, at this point I was lost and I was fairly confused about the whole thing, wondering what other options were and exploring the possibilities. As much as I am confident that I didn't cheat, I have never explored the option that I possibly did. Due to the way I reacted to the mods and perceived everything going on, I was convinced that they were out to get me. I tunnel visioned and I was paranoid and I didn't think straight. I had plenty of valid reasons to believe that they weren't impartial, and had the mod team and I been completely friendly from the beginning, I believe it never would have gotten to the point that it did. After considering this, I ended up finding out that I had actually been using a disallowed modification during 6 of my live streams on Twitch. So Dream just straight up admitted here that he was in fact cheating during these speedruns. And he claims that it was an accident because he didn't even realize that he had this mod on when he was playing. He then said here that after he figured this out, he quickly deleted his response video video. So that is why his response video with the professor was deleted, because he figured out that he was actually cheating. Dream goes on to further explain the controversy that he had with the mod team, and he talks about how he feels terrible for not actually telling people sooner and not realizing sooner that he was in fact cheating. He says, I figured it's out of the way. It would be a story that I would tell in a few years when no one really cared. I told a couple of people and just felt like the community had been through enough drama and that it was pointless. I didn't want to be the center of controversy for the 100th time. I hope this gives insight into my mindset a little bit, but if not, I'm not sure what will. I'm sure I'll talk about it more just for clarity's sake, but I want to avoid causing more drama. Please don't send any hate to the mod team or anyone involved in this situation. I don't want to be in any more drama at all. You're no supporter of mine if you do. So obviously this is huge. I mean, Dream straight up admitted here that he was cheating during these speedruns, but there has been very mixed feedback from the community on this. You have a lot of Minecraft YouTubers just straight up saying here that they are confused with this response. And when this controversy first happened, there was a lot of people that called out Dream for cheating, and they got a lot of hate for it. One YouTuber responded saying, fuck all your followers for sending me death threats for weeks on end when we specifically called you out for cheating. I have no problem with young people making mistakes and apologizing, but taking you 11 months is kind of insane. Also, not checking the folder is your problem. As I said, people make mistakes, but when you take 11 months to apologize, there is something wrong with how you are presenting yourself. Good luck in your future endeavors, but this will take a long time to heal. And there are many Minecraft YouTubers that are upset with Dream for not checking his mods folder before he was doing these speedruns on his live stream. The Minecraft YouTuber 30virus responded saying, I'm sorry, but not checking your mod folder before submitting runs for a world record is incredibly naive. Now, Dream responded back saying, I thought I replied to this because clarity is good. It wasn't a world record, and I did check my mods folder not too long after, and it's the same directory that I moved mods in and out of for videos and different versions. Here are screenshots with a speedrun mod from October that could be useful. Slasher tweeted out saying, Dream cheated, a summary. He blatantly cheated with a mod, he got called out, he denied cheating, he got called out by professional mathematicians, he then denied cheating with a fake professional mathematician, he then gets called out so hard by real mathematicians that the fake mathematician bails out. He then continues denying cheating, and then he has an epiphany during a bathtub session and writes up a huge paste bin playing the victim and saying it was all an accident, begging for the approval of his herd of sheep that will support him anyway. The dude is spineless. So this tweet from Slasher about Dream completely blew up on Twitter, but Dream's close friend Sapnap responded to this tweet, clapping back at Slasher. He says, weren't you begging us to play Valorant with you on Train's podcast 2 days ago or something? Talk about spineless. And this tweet completely blew up, and you have a lot of Dream stans actually going after Slasher now because he called out Dream here. So it looks like Dream's close friends are still sticking with him and are still defending him throughout this controversy. And actually, a lot of creators are praising Dream for this response. They're saying that what he did was brave for finally coming out and admitting that he did in fact cheat. Tina Kitten responded saying, I hope you feel a huge weight lifted off your shoulders. We've all done and said things that we're not proud of, but we learn. Be nice to yourself. It also looks like Dream is now making up with the people who originally tried to expose him for cheating. Now, the next story for today's video comes from the YouTuber known as SomeOrdinaryGamers. You might know him as Muda. Now, Muda got into a very serious altercation last night. He tweeted this out. He says, tonight was fucking insane. Thank Lord to the Toronto police. A dude went and attacked me and my car. He ran off like a meth head. Thank God no one's hurt. And I'm sure Muda will reveal more about the situation soon, but many YouTubers right now are just happy to see that he is okay. And our next story here comes from YouTube. So recently, YouTube has had some huge issues when it comes to taking down videos. You have a lot of YouTubers that are having their content being falsely taken down by YouTube, and what's so ridiculous about this whole situation is that these videos are clearly not violating YouTube's terms of service. These really are just huge mess-ups from YouTube's system, and these YouTubers are now getting community guideline strikes and warnings because of this. Well, yesterday, a massive animation YouTuber known as Telepurte had a lot of his animations taken down by YouTube, and he's saying here that these videos are being falsely taken down. He says, I find YouTube's handling of my content to be disgusting and irresponsible. Their way of handling nudity and sexual content in general is appalling. How is it that this video is considered a violation of nudity and sexual community guidelines? And Telepurte goes on to show an example of his video here. Now, we can't share the whole video because apparently YouTube thinks this is against the terms of service. Telepurte then goes on to tweet saying artists and animators are not allowed to show a slight bit of cleavage, while content that literally breaks nudity community guidelines, such as naked yoga videos and hypersexualized music videos like WAP, are allowed to stand on their awful video streaming platform. There is an innumerable amount of music videos with suggestive sexual content and straight borderline nudity, but since they have music, it's suddenly not a community violation, right? No age restriction, no strikes on their channel. What do animators get? We get nothing. YouTube is by far the worst video streaming service when it comes to double standards and upholding their own community guidelines. It is arguably the worst platform for independent animators just looking to share their work and get ahead in this hell-ridden life. Telepurte then shows more examples of other videos he's made that have been taken down, and he just does not feel like he should have gotten strikes for any of these animations. He says at worst, they should have age restricted these videos, but they decided they needed to strike me, stop me from posting for a week, reject all of my appeals, and do it again without a second thought. I have 2 strikes on my channel even though I am not posting 40% of my videos. Telepurte then goes on to explain how he feels like YouTube is unfairly treating women in his animations other than men, and he says that he's scared to post a lot of his animations with women in them because they might get taken down for suggestive content. He then goes on to tweet saying, I do not need this kind of treatment from YouTube. I am not ruining anyone's life for making my animations, but YouTube is trying to ruin mine. You know what's even worse? Back when numerous people were stealing my animations on YouTube, forcing me to make an appearance on YouTube, the thieves posted the exact same animations and never got their videos taken down for nudity and sexual content, let alone for stealing. I'm shook, I'm devastated, and I'm in that limbo between laughing in disbelief and strangling YouTube. Now, this situation got even worse last night because Telepurte's entire channel got taken down. He says, well, everyone, YouTube has decided to delete my YouTube account and all of its videos instead of fixing any problems. I'm not able to appeal, and I am currently not able to talk to any YouTube staff about this. I will continue creating here on Twitter where I started. So after Telepurte's tweet got tens of thousands of likes and retweets, YouTube finally decided to respond. They say here that they are looking into it. But a lot of smaller creators are responding to YouTube's tweet here, saying that they have been trying to get help from YouTube for a long time now, and YouTube has still not responded to them. And you have so many smaller YouTubers right now that are dealing with serious issues on YouTube, but they just cannot get any help. One YouTuber known as Xander Hall tweeted out saying, YouTube rejected my appeal on the false community guideline strike I got. They literally don't give a fuck about smaller content creators. There's no way an actual human being reviewed this stream and thought I was scamming. And that's right, this YouTuber's video was also unfairly taken down by YouTube. It was taken down for scams, and this doesn't make any sense. He wasn't scamming anyone during this live stream, but YouTube has upheld their decision to take down his video. They're saying here that his video still needs to be taken down, and now he has actually announced that he is giving up on YouTube live streaming because of this whole situation. He says, everyone, I will no longer be streaming on YouTube. It is too dangerous and puts my channel at too much risk. Streaming and doing YouTube is my job, but I do not make enough to put aside enough savings to afford another 1 to 2 week ban like this. YouTube VODs, recordings and streams are too long and easy to exploit using false reports. No human will ever be able to review them, so any appeal I send will be rejected. And he goes on to talk about how this has been done to him before, and he just cannot afford to continue live streaming when people can mess with him like this. And the final story for today's video is a little bit more lighthearted. Hopefully this leaves you guys on a good note for today, because I know there's been some crazy controversies we've talked about in this video, but a lot of YouTubers' lives are completely changing, and it seems like these guys are going through some awesome things in their relationships. Actually, the YouTubers Ethan and Hila Klein recently found out that Hila is in fact pregnant on their podcast. Ethan tweeted out saying, we're pregnant, showing a picture of him and Hila, and it looks like they're going to have another kid. And this is great news. You have so many YouTubers congratulating them over this. And another YouTuber also had a huge life change recently. This guy's name is Adam22. You might know him as No Jumper on YouTube. He has a massive channel, and yesterday he announced that him and the other creator, Lena the Plug, have actually gotten engaged. That's right, they are going to get married. He said, I finally popped the question, and he shows a picture of Lena with her engagement ring. And that's it for our video today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you later. Peace.